Hey everyone, time for our midweek update. We have a couple things we want to talk about today. First off, we have a big change coming up in terms of worship. We're going to be outdoor in person, but not only that, we're going to be Sunday evenings in the month of June. So every Sunday will be worship will be at 7 o'clock in the evening. A little bit different than what we've ever done before, not just being outside, but being on Sunday evenings. Who knows? Maybe you'll like it. We'll have to see how that goes. I do want to say a couple of things about the worship. We've done outdoor in person, so we know a little bit about that. You know, bring your chair and how it's set up. Those things are familiar, but I want to mention two other things. First of all, that in terms of masks, bring your mask with you. Wear your mask if you feel like you have some vulnerability or maybe you're not yet vaccinated and you want to be careful together. But we're not requiring masks. And maybe the best sort of rule of thumb would be in that outdoor setting, we're not requiring masks. Do what you feel comfortable doing. But as you encounter other people who clearly have some vulnerabilities or are being cautious, meet them with their caution. So, have your mask, put it on, take it off, read the room, so to speak, and be sensitive and caring for each other. So that's kind of the guidance for that. The other thing is people have been asking what happens if it rains. That is the big question mark. The weather's looking good for this Sunday, so we expect we'll be able to be outside, won't be a problem. Who knows as we go forward? But what we are committed to is that it is going to be Sunday evening at 7. We're not going to be shifting the time around depending on the weather. So if we have a Sunday where it's just pouring rain, and we know it's going to be pouring rain in the evening, we may have to step away from in-person outdoors and have live stream only. But we're just going to have to watch the weather going forward and hope that we're as fortunate as we have been so far when we've been outside weather-wise. It looks like that'll be true for this Sunday, but we'll just sort of, see how it goes Sunday to Sunday. In the meantime, while we're outside for worship, inside in the sanctuary, we're going to be resetting some things in terms of putting sound equipment and hanging cameras and some of the worship center decor stuff. All of those things are happening. So we give ourselves a little bit of time to work on the building inside and also to make some plans for how we will do things when we're back in person. So all of that's going on in the month of June. I think it's going to be enjoyable to be outside. I hope that you can take good advantage of some space on the weekend and then enjoy coming back together on Sunday evening for worship. Amy, you want to say something related to Sunday as well?
Yeah, it's the first Sunday of the month, and so we will have Peace Patch for our youngest kids up to 5th grade. And we're going to meet in the grassy area right in front of the Peace Patch preschool. So to the east of the pavilion, look for Ann Hartsaw. I won't be there this Sunday and I will miss all the kids, but Ann will take care of the story and the birthdays and it will be good. It will be a good gathering as usual. So the grassy area in front of the Peace Patch preschool.
What time is that?
At 6:15, thanks. Kind of important.
Yeah.
Is it me?
It is you, Seth.
Okay. All right. We're just flying by the things here. And it won't be long until the weekend of June 19th and 20th. So I want you to save the date for thinking about service projects. Not that people will be doing them the whole weekend, but different opportunities on those 2 days to do a service project in the community. And that could also be here at the church and out in the community, sort of both and. It could be at people's homes. And if you have a project, whether it's work that you might need around in your yard or whether it might be work that needs to be done somewhere out in the community, you have until this Sunday to contact the church office, let us know if you have a project. And then starting on Monday, look for a Google Sheet that will have a list of the projects and the time, how many people roughly we might need for each project. And we'll ask for you to sign up. And if you have any questions or trouble, or it's just easier to contact the church office, and Kayla can help in getting your name on those lists.
I want to jump back in just for a moment, and I wanted to say that in this summer we're doing a worship series on identity and values, things that reflect our Christian faith, our brethren identity, and this particular congregation's commitments. And I wanted to say that now because the service project weekend ties in to the theme for that Sunday. And we're going to have a couple of times during the summer where we have some action or involvement piece that matches up with the values and identity theme in our series for summer worship. So pieces fitting together. I know you all love that kind of thing when all the pieces fit together. And this is another example of trying to fit the pieces together. So there's, learning, thinking, sort of the spirituality aspect, but then also the action witness piece that goes along with that. So I just want to mention that.
Thanks. And while you're on a roll there, just this week's theme is also is hospitality and inclusion, right? That we're going to be exploring, and it also ties into our June quarterly offering that will be starting, and so there'll be a button on the website to give, as well as a place where that can be turned in here in person. But that June quarterly offering, and you're going to you have maybe seen some of the information in the newsletter and on the slides, but we'll also be a little piece about that this Sunday, a bit more information about that offering. All right. And Amy?
Yeah, we're going to finish up on a note of Thanksgiving. Over a year ago, when we went into this period of being in a pandemic, you all began a lovely weekly spiritual practice of the all church Zoom hour fellowship groups, and a way to just be together. And over the course of the year, we have gathered in folks from California and Louisiana and Ohio and Southern Indiana and all over the place, along with those right here in North Manchester and places that were a little bit closer, a way to see each other's faces and to see how things are going. Last Sunday was the last time for us to have it in that manner, and folks shared their gratitude for it, and maybe some ideas for something coming down the road as we transition into a new way of doing church together. But I just wanted to just say thank you to everyone who participated once or every Sunday, or whatever your participation was. It was important, and you stayed together, and the love continued to flow in a connecting way. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and it really has been a wonderful way to be together. And even though we're finishing that, especially in this transition month of being outdoors in person, of course, worship continues in the live stream. But we also need to be thinking about how we can remain connected to each other. There are some people who are at a distance geographically, and there are some people, for whatever reason, are not going to be able to be with us in person, even local people. And so that conversation remains alive in regard to how we meet those needs of connection and relationship and fellowship. So we're continuing to think about that, and we'll be talking about it, especially in these next several weeks in this month.
I think that's it for us this week.
I think so. Looking forward to seeing people on Sunday.
Yes.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.